Book of Heaven, Volume 12, February 24th, 1919. Man, the masterpiece of the creative power. As I was in my usual state, blessed Jesus on coming told me,
My daughter, you have said nothing about the creation of man, the masterpiece of the creative power, in whom not in sprays, but in waves, in rivers, the Eternal One poured his love, his beauty, his mastery, and taken by excess of love, he placed himself as the center of man. But he wanted a worthy dwelling. So what does this uncreated majesty do? He creates man in his image and likeness. He draws a breath from the depth of his love, and with his omnipotent breath he infuses life in him, endowing man with all his qualities, proportioned to a creature, making him a little god. So everything you see in creation was absolutely nothing compared to the creation of man. Oh, how many more beautiful heavens, stars, suns he extended in the created soul. How much variety of beauty, how many harmonies. It is enough to say that he looked at man created, and he found him so beautiful as to become enamored with him. And jealous of this portent of his, he himself made himself the custodian and possessor of man, and said, I have created everything for you. I give you dominion over everything. Everything is yours, and you will be all mine. You will not be able to comprehend everything. The seas of love, the intimate and direct relations, the likeness that runs between creator and creature. Ah, daughter of my heart, if the creature knew how beautiful her soul is, how many divine qualities it contains, and how, among all created things, it surpasses everything in beauty, in power, in light, so much so that it can be said that it is a little God and a little world which contains everything within itself. Oh, how much more would she esteem herself, and would not dirty with the slightest sin a beauty so rare, so portentous a prodigy of the creative power. But the creature, almost blind in knowing herself, and much more blind in knowing her Creator, keeps dirtying herself among 1,000 filthy things to the point of disfiguring the work of the Creator, so much so that she can barely be recognized. Think you yourself of what our sorrow is. Therefore, come into my will, and together with me come to substitute for our brothers before the throne of the Eternal One, for all the acts which they should do for having been created as a prodigy of love of his omnipotence. And yet, they are so ungrateful.
In one instant we found ourselves before this supreme majesty, and in the name of all we expressed our love, the thanksgiving, the adoration, for having created us with such great excess of love, and endowed us with so many beautiful qualities. Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus's lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring his kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.